I think I'm gonna head out.
All right. Thanks for stopping by.
See ya.
See ya. I heard the sounds of a battle. What's going on? Ah, Antares, you're just in time to meet our special guests. That's right, these guys definitely don't know about the fact that we've already met this dude. We've met. We have met. Oh, bro's gets the chair? Okay. I am Antares Altair, CEO of the Altair Corp. Ever since the former champion endorsed you three, Altair Corp has been watching your adventures quite closely. Honestly, I bet Alistar hates the Altairs. I bet he hates the Altairs. And that's why they're watching us. That's why they're watching us. I bet that. Good watching. Only the good kind of watching. And boy, it's some impressive stuff. The folks at Alba Academy said you defeated an altar Pokemon there. You also cleared out the one that was causing a roadblock in Alba Rook Mine. And that's not even mentioning what you did at the Rook Power... Wait, so they do know. Wait, so they do know? The fuck? Okay. Interesting. You've definitely been making a name for yourselves. That's why my siblings and I are prepared to make you a special offer. Oh, here we go. What offer? I'll get right to the point. Altair Corp would like to sponsor the three of you. The manipulation is coming in hard. They're really trying to be like, we would like to sponsor the three of you. What kind of control does that give them over us, though? I just want to say no for the fuck of it. Like, why not? Sponsor us? What does that mean exactly? Well, see, it's pretty simple. We give you money and resources, you'd represent Altair Corp in return. Though this is sort of a special case. You see, Altair Corp technically runs the Pokemon League. If we were to directly sponsor a trainer, we could be accused of favoritism. Literally, bro. I was literally about to say, what the fuck? Don't they own the league? Isn't that, like, illegal? So we would have to be anonymous. An anonymous sponsorship? That's right. Think of us like your secret benefactors, okay? Wow. So I'm not that flattered at all, but I don't understand. Why us? I can explain that. Wait, is that just the end of the theme? Or are we cutting to a different theme? I can explain that. Altera. It's beautiful, isn't it? I'm sure you see what I see. A peaceful, thriving metropolis. People and Pokemon living together harmoniously. All thanks to the miracle of Flux energy. But Altera is in danger. I know the three of you are aware of what I'm talking about. The Altar Pokemon. You've seen for yourselves the pain and destruction they cause. You, with the glasses. It's Aster, correct? Oh? You're back? Oh. Never mind. Someone else.
So, you just said you with the glasses the moment I joined, and I got very concerned.
No. This is dialogue.
I realized as soon as I processed it.
According to your file, you were orphaned at a young age from an altar attack, were you not? Such a tragedy. They don't remember. They were only a baby when it happened. Still, what a shame. Sadly, such stories are common in the region. Wouldn't it be nice if we could put an end to those kinds of stories forever? No more orphans. No more living in fear. You mean stopping the altar Pokemon for good? But no one knows what's causing the alteration. I bet they do. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Remember that you're talking to the head of research and development at Alter Corp. The truth is, Alter Corp is working on a top secret project. Project Excalibur. If this succeeds, it could prevent altar attacks from ever happening again by stopping alteration at its source. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does stopping alteration at its source? Does that mean killing Pokemon? A world without altar attacks. You really mean it? You figured out the cause? What is it? I'm afraid I'm not at the liberty to share any more details. Actually, even what I've just told you should be a matter of utmost secrecy. In reality, there's still the chance that this project could fail. But that's where the three of you come in. The truth is that the three of you are relatively unknown trainers. That's part of the reason we are interested. You see, we'd like to carry out the first stage of this project in secret. Some of the more well-known trainers in the region, well, they're really famous. News crews follow them everywhere. If we reached out to them, then everyone in Altera would know about Project Excalibur before the day was over. We'd like to keep things on the down low. Until we've solved the alteration for good, that is. Okay. So what do you want us to do exactly? Your role in this project would be to take on special missions from us as you journey across Altera. It won't interfere with your League challenge, although it might bring you in conflict with more Alter Pokemon, though, based on your past performance, I'd say the three of you will be more than capable of handling the challenge. In addition, you will visit the Western, Northern, and Eastern Flux Nexus. We'll have more specific instructions for you once you arrive at each of those places. Think of it like secret agents, carrying out missions for the good of Altera. Of course, there will be plenty in it for the three of you as well. Money, special items, rare Pokemon. Not to mention, full sponsorship from the Alter Corp when you qualify for the League Championship. An auspicious start to a career for any young trainer, Yeah, no kidding. What do you think, bro? You've been awfully quiet. Don't you bro me, Aquila. I think this plan of yours and Andromeda's is foolhardy, leaving the fate up to Altera to these three inexperienced, reckless children. I'm against it. Finally, some fucking sense! Some common sense! Actually, nah, because we're probably supposed to be against Ontaria's Altera, and he's the main antagonist, because he's going to be against us as the head of AlterCorp, even though these two are for us.
I don't know, he like looks vaguely evil compared to
But
the two
like,
of them. I don't know.
also, I really feel like Andromeda is evil too. She refuses to give any more information about what this experiment entails, but we'll get into that later. There's obviously a lot of analysis that's going to happen after this. Dear brother, your imagination has always sadly been lacking. You missed my battle with Cade, so you didn't get to see what Aquila and I witnessed. These three trainers are special. Stars this bright, they only shine once in a generation. In time, they could even shine brighter than Alistar. How stubborn you are when you've already made up your mind, Andromeda. Fine. Have your little pet project with these children. I'm far too busy for this nonsense. I have an investor meeting to attend. I can fucking speak.
Ah, yes, I will uninvest in your company. This is what our meeting is about.
A word of warning. If the three of you breathe a word about what we spoke of today. If the world learns of Project Excalibur before it's ready, then the three of you can bid farewell to your promising careers as trainers. Alter Corp runs the Pokemon League. It would be no matter to blocklist the 3 trainers. Keep that in mind. Ugh, man. Way to bring down the mood. Please, don't mind my brother. He's got to stick up his... well, he's a stuck-up. But he does have a point. It would be bad if what we talked about today left this room. Anyway, enough of that. As a gesture of our goodwill, please accept these on behalf of Alter Corp. Alter transceivers. Those devices are some new technology Alter Corp invested. This is an upgrade to your Flux Bracer that allows it to act as a personal communicator. You can use those to communicate with each other and with us. And that's not all. Please accept this humble gift as a thank you. 10 grand and 250 Flux shards. Damn. Welcome back, Lux. Whoa, are you sure? There's no strings attached. It's yours to keep. Consider it a taste of what's to come if you stick with us. This is a lot to decide. Can we have some time to think about it first? Of course, of course. Feel free to discuss it amongst yourselves. We won't reach out with any special missions for some time. When we do, you can decide if you'd like to proceed. Though I dare say it will be worth your time. Now I must be getting back. Until next time. You 3, thanks for hearing us out. We'll all be watching your careers with interest. Now then, I'll show you the way out. Whoa! So Alter Corp knows of a way to stop the Alter Pokemon for good? I guarantee you it's destructive. If that's true.
Okay, but like, didn't they just say don't like say anything, and then they're just saying something out in the open? With,
Yeah,
like, that
yeah, but whatever. If that's true, then it could change everything. It seems almost too good to be true. I like what they're thinking about, but I'd like to know what they have planned first. Project Excalibur, huh? Kate, what do you think? I'm a little skeptical, to be one. Me too. Though, there doesn't seem to be any major drawbacks from what I can see. Until we know the details of their plan, it's hard to say for sure. Still, we don't exactly have a choice, do we? Yeah, we do. Fuck. I mean, yeah, they kind of forced us to agree to work for them. It's like before, at the power plant, pushing people around just because they have money. I don't think it's money, bruh. I think it's influence. We go from here. Obviously, we need to collect more League emblems. The next one is in Corvo City. It's a long way away. I'll have to head up north through the Badlands Desert to get there. I've heard there's a major sandstorm there. When it's cleared up, we can continue our journeys. We'll need to get stronger by battling and catching all kinds of Pokemon. And defeating Alter Pokemon too. Cade, Aster, I'm so excited to continue our journey together. I'll see you later. See you around, Cade. And that's the end of the demo, let me guess. Yep. Thank you for playing Pokemon Flux Episode 1. This is the end of the content for this version. Feel free to continue exploring Altera. There may be new secrets and side quests to explore and discover, or use the game's online features to trade with your friends. Note that in this version, your Pokemon cannot increase in level past level 30. We look forward to bringing you more updates. For news updates, follow the Twitter. You're always welcome to join the Discord. Thank you for playing JV, Oropoke, and the Pokemon Flux team, and stay tuned for more Flux! There it is. That's the end of Pokemon Flux. There's one last thing that I want to do, though, in this game, but other than debrief and review. But yeah, this game is so fucking polished, dude. It's so good. It's so good. The little hint of the story of what's to come, it's so incredible. I love it. There's just so much to like about this. I love the
Ooh, diagonal animations look whack.
Yeah. Well, it's just
Not
sideways
not
walking.
bad. It's just weird to look at.
I just
for
think
the
it's so cool as well. The how how it just seems how manipulative Alter Corp is and how good it is. They're like, have all of this free stuff. All you have to do is work for us. It's so interesting in how they use this, like how you can tell how they use this money and influence to literally they have such a hard grip of control on the entire region. It's so interesting and I love it. It's so interesting to unpack, and how you have this three-headed monster of the executive branch, right? Of Aquila, who's this very cheery guy who doesn't really like Pokemon battling, but who really genuinely feels he's like, it feels like him and Antares can play good cop, bad cop, right? And then you have Andromeda, who's like a Colress type character, who she's just so interested in this research and how Alter Pokemon can be stopped. And then you have Antares, who's an all business, no kind of joking around type of dude, and that's probably the reason why he runs the Alter Corp as the CEO. And you can tell that he's very good with manipulation, especially as much as I loved that little dialogue sequence right at the end there. I think the dialogue sequence at the power plant was even more important in seeing how he's very conniving and manipulative to get his way. And I think if he doesn't get his way, you're gonna see him turn more to the threat, right? He already kind of referenced that in the first time, where he's like, well, if you do talk about this, then you can pretty much kiss your league careers goodbye, right? And that's what it's like, right? So interesting, so interesting. And all of the different rivals and friends, you can tell that Aster, they're definitely the more cautious and skeptical friend of yours. And then you have Terra, who's the all-out passionate fire burning friend. And then you have Gale, who's kind of the classic dick rival. And then you have Leo, who's just kind of an oblivious but innocent dude. Like, all these different characters, they're all so strong, they're all working together to really, I think, just create a really good environment, a really good cast of characters so far, and I can't wait to meet more of them. Also, you have Nula, right? You have the world that's so great, and as I said before in the previous stream, I think my favorite part about this game is how the world feels so alive, and it feels like it's interacting with each other, right? We know about how these Alter Pokemon are taking apart the region, right? We saw how the power plant went out, and that's why you couldn't access the PC. You couldn't really do anything in Rooktown before you got the power plant back on, and it really shows how Alter Pokemon really are this super disastrous and difficult thing to take on, and it really is a big deal for the region. And how Flux really feels like a celebration. It's kind of gone beyond this little scientific discovery. It's now become part of the culture, part of the part of society, I guess. There's a word that I'm looking for that I can't think of right now, but I just love how the world really interacts and bounces off itself, which is really, really rare to have in fan games. It and it doesn't even happen in normal Pokemon games either, right? So it's so cool. And then having the actual Alter Pokemon be difficult to take on is crazy. It's actually crazy, right? So there's just so many cool things about this game that I really enjoy. What I'm doing right now is trying to hatch this egg. But yeah, if I want to touch on, you know, other things in this game, right? If I go look at the stuff that I normally do my 5-minute reviews on, first thing's mapping. I mean, the mapping is very high quality, really cool. An interesting thing about the mapping is that the maps are definitely large, but they don't feel large, which is, again, a really difficult thing to do. So definitely credit to the team for making maps that, you know, especially in this city, are expansive but don't feel super big, you know? Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me, but I think that's really cool and something that's probably pretty rare to see. Also, can we... Okay. I remember there was a trash can Pokemon, but I'm assuming that would just be Gullet or, like, Pouchlet. So that's really cool. If you look at graphics, I mean, the Gen 4.5, more of like a Gen 4 feel, is honestly my favorite feel for a Pokemon game, and I think they do a really good job here. Everything looks fantastic. Everything looks fantastic. So yeah, everything from the Fakemon to the overworld sprites to the tiles and everything in between is fantastic. I love it. In terms of balancing, this game also really does strike a good balance between being super difficult, but not too difficult, right? It's not difficult just for the sake of being difficult. It's difficult, it's challenging, right? It's not impossible, right? I already touched on story and then music. There are so many bangers, and this entire soundtrack is custom. This entire soundtrack is custom, which is crazy. Crazy to think about. And yeah, I guess the like, obviously the Fakemon are super unique in this game, right? No, most of the games that I play don't have Fakemon in them. So, yeah. The Fakemon are really cool. I love all of the designs. Honestly, I would love to use pretty much every single Fakemon that I've encountered so far on my team. It's just the process of picking my favorite 6. How close are we to hatching this thing? Probably not close at all, but maybe we are. Maybe we are.
Here's hoping.
It doesn't seem close to hatching. Well, previously it said it would take a long time to hatch, so maybe we're getting better. But also, welcome back, Lux. You were definitely came back at a bad time, at least for chat interaction. We were definitely like right at the big end of the demo. So yeah.
Yeah, no, my brain was like looking at that. I was like, dang, this looks like a good like midpoint in the story. Like the Cade takes things way too slow. There's no way it's ending. Oh wait, it's episode 1.
Yeah. It's the end of the demo.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also for the YouTube side, actually, I'll do that after. I'll do after the egg hatches. I really enjoy seeing games like this because it always makes me feel inspired to work on my own stuff and make it as good as possible. Yeah, I know this game is like. This game is the cream of the crop, right? You've got. I think this is definitely like, as of the story and polish, it's rivaling Infinity, it's rivaling Ash and Frost. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. No.
It's not often, like, I don't know if you could tell, but I was enjoying just like talking about how like all of these characters and trying to pick them apart, right? At the end of that little dialogue sequence, and there's not a lot of games that allow me to do that at such a depth. I feel like it's just so interesting. I love it. And also the best part is we finished this game 4 days before the jam ends. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your man here, Kiderade 5, and let's finally finish up this demo. The last thing that we have to do is hatch this egg. So let's go ahead and see what's inside it. Of course, I already know what's inside of it. I'm sure you guys already know that. I've said it many times. But I want to show you guys, just in case you might not know, because this thing's super interesting. I am probably going to consider using this thing going forward. That's right, we have an Aeropin, which if you remember, that is what Champion Alistar had on his team when we battled him in the, I think, the Albarook Mine. So yeah, really exciting thing. It's just straight flying right now, but I'm gonna assume it evolves into, you know, something else. Yeah, its Pokedex entry is a substance lighter than air inside of its shell lets it fly with ease. In the past, they were used to send messages across long distances. And as for a nickname, what do we nickname this thing? It's kind of like an empty little. It's like an air ball. I'm gonna call this thing air ball. Let's call it air ball. There we go. But yeah, that's it for this first demo, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to continue this game once the next demo comes out, but please don't ask me when it comes out because I have no idea. Definitely make sure to just let the developers have their time, make sure that they want to polish. I'm sure they want to polish this game as much as they can, and you know, they're going to take all the time that they need to, and let's be okay with that. As far as for me, I really hope you enjoyed this series. Thank you guys so much for watching. This series has been incredible for me, and I hope you really enjoyed it. Especially feel free to leave feedback on anything, but especially I think some of the custom graphics that I used for this series is my first time doing that. So if you liked or didn't like stuff like showing the stats in the bottom corner or showing my team at the beginning of each episode, let me know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But thank you guys so much for watching, and that's all I have for today, everybody. This is Gatorade 5 signing out. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have yourselves a good day.